across Africa. You know, so yeah, so this place is destined, okay, to have an expiration date. You know what I mean? So yeah, this place don't got too much time left, man. You know what I'm saying? We're in the last seconds of the last minutes of the last hours of the last days. You know, I think they said that the doomsday clock is what, set at 88 or 89 seconds from 12 o'clock. And that's the closest it's been since I think World War I and II. It's been, you know, ever so closer, you know, in modern times. You know, they're talking about, you know, Russia, you know, is speaking about, you know what I'm saying, using its nuclear stockpile, you know what I'm saying, potentially, you know what I'm saying, to ward off, you know what I'm saying, potential existential threats. You know, sending out warning shots. You know what I'm saying? But these are gonna be Big Bang theories. You know what I'm saying? You know, these gonna be big bombs. You know what I'm saying? These are gonna be newly created creatures, if you will. When these mother suckers go off, you know what I'm saying? You know, you're gonna see an emergence of teenage adult turtles, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is gonna be crazy. Yeah, you're gonna see emergence of adult mutant turtles and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Well, I got here Joel 3 and 9. Salakia, my phone is pausing on me. These freaking ads and shit. Okay, this is Joel 3 and 9. And it reads, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near." Okay? Let them come up. See, this is Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai? Speaking on what? Yahweh Shepayim. You know what I'm saying? The Valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay? This is talking about the third woe. Alright? It says, wake up the mighty men. Okay? This is talking about these military forces. Okay? These armies from all over the world. That's why it's going to be what? World War III. Okay? It's going to be a war of the worlds. Okay? Which every country has their own set world. Okay? Things that happen in the United States don't go on in China. Things that go on in China don't go on in Iran, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So all these different worlds, like the sports world, things that, you know, rules and regulations that happen in basketball don't happen in football. Okay, they have different set rules. It's a different world, sports world. There's different sports within the world of sports, right? Verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords. Okay, so right now, a lot of these countries, they're a great source of what? Imports for America. We get a lot of goods from these different countries. You know, if you look on in the back of something or on a shirt, it says what? Made in China, made in Indonesia, you know, made in Pakistan. So a lot of stuff that we have here in America, far as commodities, you know, we get them from other countries. So being it said, it says that these people are going to beat their plowshares into swords. All right. So that's them no longer becoming what in servitude for Babylon. You know what I'm saying? For Esau mainly. So they're gonna turn from their ways of being what? Farmers. You know what I'm saying? Production workers. So on and so forth, right? So boom. And it reads into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. So they're gonna put all their resources, you know what I'm saying? You know, all their funding, their if you will, their budgets, you know what I'm saying? You know, their national budgets into what? Funding military equipment, you know what I'm saying? Machines, weapons. Okay? And this is the point. It says, let the weak say I am strong. Boom, right there, because what? America has been the bully of the earth, the hammer of the earth. So they've been pushing around these smaller nations, okay? But now the weak is standing up, okay? The weak is allying one with another. You know, and like we know, Russia is the big brother to Iran and, you know, a lot of those Islamic countries. You know, China is allied, you know what I'm saying, with the two I just mentioned. You know what I mean? South Korea, or excuse me, North Korea is allied. You know what I mean? I think it's called BRICS. You know what I'm saying? They just started their own union not too long ago, to break away from the Western hold or the European hold on the world market, or the way of doing business, the petrodollar. Verse 11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen. See, all these heathen nations, okay? Moab, Ammon, okay? Ishmael, Elam, okay, big brother Russia, okay, Gog and Magog, Teeman, you know, the Germans, you know, all you heathens, okay, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, cause thy mighty ones cause thy mighty ones to come down. Down what? Into the valley of Jehoshaphat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To be what? To be judged, to be jacked up. Okay? O Lord, O Yahweh. Verse 12. Let the heathen be awakened. Wait. Let the heathen be wakened, right? So they're going to be roused up. Okay, they're going to be awoken into that old warlike spirit. Okay? The lion-like men of Moab. Okay? And come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, right? For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. See, the Lord's going to judge the heathen. Okay? They all had a part, they all partook in our destruction of having us in captivity one by one. Okay, we served in their kingdom. You know what I'm saying? We built up their kingdoms, their great dynasties. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord is going to judge them all together, all at once. The Lord's going to jack them up. Wow. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? for us to see the heathens fall into the hands of the living power. Call Halom La Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Khan. So yeah, that was just the lesson I wanted to bring out. You know, speaking on current events. You know what I'm saying? Trending news. You know, things is happening in the world. So with that, I'd like to close out and say, Call Halom La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rekar Qudash. Until next time, Tawada, Tawab, Aman.